Hello, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. In the last episode, we started building a transit tube network up and down our base. So we have a station here at sort of the main base drop-off point here. Now, of course, this doesn't help when we need to go out this way or when we need to use these suits to get dupes out. But one way we could accomplish that or help with that is to eventually extend the tube network this way and then bring it down somehow into here somewhere. That's a possibility. We could definitely do that at some point. So we have a tube point there, and we have one here, access point here, and we have one in the space biome. A couple of things that I want to do before to round out this series, which we have quite a bit left that we can do. Other than continuing to launch rockets, which, by the way, after we deal with that, I'll take that Balm Lily. See, we don't really need it, but I'll take it anyway. We still have several cycles left for both of the trips, so we still have a lot of rocket launching we can do. But we need to finish this area up, and that was to finish up the transit tube access here and up here. I guess I should have made this crude oil first. Okay, and we'll do a transit tube access here. And then I guess I need to take this one out. Guess that one doesn't need to be a ladder anymore. Oh, I was right. It can't be anything but a ladder or a other thing. Bridge. Alright, so that'll take care of almost that. Connect that up. And then we just need to get them to finish everything up. We're a little short on plastic, but that's fine because our plastic maker is making plastic. Check on the heat from that thing. Oh yeah, it's fine. The other advantage here is the plastic maker is emitting steam. And that steam is condensing into water fairly quickly. And we're leaving it here, which helps it kind of share the heat that it's creating with the stuff around it a little bit better, including the walls. And then, of course, the cold from being on Rime is pulling that heat away. So, you know what? I think I'll put this back down to 2,000 because we already used it all and more. And because we have none left at this point, which includes all the stuff that our Drecos have been making here. Alright, so we can eat that egg. Alright, there's 2. How are our hatches doing? 5, 6, 3, and 3. Do I want to keep the hatches going? The only thing they give me is coal and meat. We have plenty of meat coming in from our other farms, so I don't think so. I think we need to eat all of the hatchling eggs from now on. Not that these are going to get laid, but that's fine. And we don't have any eggs for the shiny ones. I don't know what they're called. Let's wrangle these guys. We can put that wall back in that's been gone for many, 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 many cycles. And we aren't smelting any metal. Do we need to smelt some metal? We could probably use some more iron just in reserve here. Let me just start a big recipe for iron. And we'll deal with that as we can. So this is nearly done. What tube connected? Oh yeah, because yeah. All this chlorine makes me laugh. So the next thing couple things that I wanted to work on is some stuff that I've never actually done. What did you do? Open the door up again, or did that melt? I don't know. I don't think it melted. The stuff next to it's only 700-800 degrees, so yeah, it didn't melt. It must have taken damage. I want to come and build that eventually. So, yeah, we're getting plenty of meat from these guys. Although they need to start wrangling and hauling some more guys here. Some more shovels. Yeah, so plenty of meat from those. So we don't really need meat from the hatches that we have. But what I wanted to start looking at today is the jetpacks. I've never actually played with the jetpacks. So I want to take a look at those, but I don't know where they are. Stations? Yes, jetsuit checkpoint. Jetsuit dock. So the question that I have here is, do the dupes need basically a changing room where they can take off their suits, their exosuits, and then put on a jet suit? I think so. I think that's the deal. So really, that would be kind of ideal in this area here. The problem becomes that I don't know how I want to deal with this. I guess let's go into some area where they're not going to start messing with me here. Let's do some tile, granite. We'll just build a room here, a box. Okay, straight lines, Wally. Straight lines. So, if we moved, I should say, that drop-off point for the transit tube network into this room. And then we had a couple of... They're not there. They're here. And we had an Atmos suit checkpoint. And a couple of Atmos suit docks. That would allow them to come in here, take off their Atmos suit, walk past that, and then put on the jetpack. Holy crap, that's huge. And then wear the jetpacks. The problem is this then needs to be contained to where the only way to get into the space biome is via that. Which would mean that we need to... However we build this, it needs to be sealed off. And they can't get in or out of the space biome without going through this room one way or another, even if we put a door in it. Like say from this ladder here, they came in through a doorway. This was moved over here somewhere, and then the rest of it was here, and then this was sealed off, so they could not go this way. They had to come through here. The only question / problem that I have is that what happens when they want to come up here to the rockets? That means they're going to have to put on a suit to go to the rockets. And a jet suit that is, and I don't want them putting on a jet suit to go to the rockets. Which means that the rocket area needs to be separate from the rest of the space biome. So that they can't put on a jet suit before they go this way. And therein is the problem. So maybe I will wait on the jet suits. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe I'm reading this wrong. But let me know what you guys think about the jet suits and that component. In the meantime, I want to look at something else that we've kind of left behind. And that is, I think it's a refinement. That is the ethanol process, which also includes the making of, or the need for arbor trees, which we've been collecting arbor acorns. And the other thing that we've left sort of behind is the fertilizer synthesizer. At this point in the game, we're not relying so much on vegetable matter, but I want to eventually change that. Because once this rocket brings back some stuff, I want to swap it out for a biological bay and bring back some sleet wheat grains. So that we can plant some sleet wheat. And the reason for that is I want some frost burgers. Which we need frost buns. We can't make frost buns still as sleet wheat. So that's a process that I really want to work on as well. Let's go back in here. And I think the sleet wheat, where I was going with that is I think the sleet wheat requires fertilizer. Actually, it doesn't. It just requires dirt. So what requires fertilizer? There was something that I was looking at. Early nails? Well, you're sleeping, so either sleep or eat. Why are you still sneezing? We took out all the stuff. Speaking of which, we need to finish that too. Keep forgetting about that. Yep, I do keep forgetting about it. Okay, so yeah, we'll have to do that too. Fertilizer. What uses fertilizer? Aids in the growth of certain plants. I thought it was required for certain plants, though. Is it the arbor trees that require it? No, maybe just... What else would I want to grow? Gas grass is fun. Maybe it just helps in the overall growth of them, not anything specific. That must be it. Okay. But either way, in order to grow some of this stuff, we're going to need some more dirt income. And a way to get more dirt is via the growing the arbor trees, distilling the ethanol with which produces polluted dirt. That'll also satisfy these guys who are basically starving because they're not getting enough polluted dirt. And then we can also what is it called? Compost that down into regular dirt to use as fertilizer. So I think this might be the next way to go. Planting the trees and doing the ethanol distillery. And then we can always put the fertilizer synthesizer in here somewhere. Oh, it consumes dirt too. Consumes polluted water, dirt, and phosphorite in order to make natural gas and fertilizer. Okay, so the arbor trees, they have a temperature requirement of 15 to 40 degrees Celsius. As everyone is probably very aware with this map, there's not a whole lot of areas that have 15 to whatever it was degrees Celsius. Most of them are minus 15 to minus whatever degrees Celsius. So I think what I should do here is actually put this up near here somewhere and use the heat from this cool steam vent to also keep this heated up. Wait a minute. That should go this way. Oh, that's full. That's why. Okay. Yeah, we also need to dig down in here. Let me get down there and dig around a little bit. Straight lines, Wally. Let's bring this across to make a floor. And not do that yet. That might cause problems here, but I think I can handle it in time. Oh, it's rocket time already. Alright, let's bring that up to seal that off. And then once we dig across here and build that floor, I'll seal that off too. That'll make this room... maybe 12 wide should be good. Let's put a wall in right here. I'll only go that high for now. Okay, let's take care of rocket time. Although we do have almost 600 tons of dirt, so we'll be good for a while on that front. But I do want more polluted dirt for these guys. Wherever they are. There they are. Because they have basically none. And they're going to start complaining about starving pretty soon. Close some of these out. Okay, good job. That's kind of the funny thing with this game. Like, you want to deal with everything all the time. And there's so much to deal with all the time. I'll let them get all this stuff vacuumed out of here before we move on. Let's go up here and deal with the rocket. Oh, it's back. Okay. Why not go away? And we have full fuel. We're still heading to this satellite here. I don't know how much longer I'm going to continue heading here, though. I mean, we have quite a bit of steel and glass, about 5 tons of each. And that's the real reason we're going there. Copper is kind of meh, because we have a copper volcano anyway. And abyssalite's also kind of meh. So we can send another person. Maybe, I don't know, we can send Don. He hasn't been in a while, I don't think. Hopefully we get him launched before nightfall. Yes, we can. Launch mission. Okay. Oh, he brought back, Lana brought back a kitchen sink. Nice. Okay. That goes here. So let's start designing our sort of nursery for our arbor acorns. And where do I want to put this? Maybe I could just put it up here someplace. This is the spot for a floor right here, so we could just put it right there maybe. And we need our usual room shape. Of course. Where did this come from? Oh, that was that brine ice that we were melting. Yeah, it's right there. Nice. This room needs to be... You count how wide this room needs to be. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this is a 64. Okay. The standard 64 room. So that's got to go out to there. Which means we need to go here. Actually, let's not dig that out just yet, so that I can use it to reach there. But that is 16, yeah. So this will be here. And then we'll just tap this like we do here, just to keep, like we're doing these, just to keep this warm. Alright, so they have not quite finished this yet. This is all mafic rock. Oh, I bet you there's not any room for it up here. We need to get better storage of mafic rock up here, too. Although, I guess... How are you doing as far as heat goes? You're going to overheat soon. That's how you're doing. So I guess the solution could be to just take the regolith out of some of these. Or all of these. Let's copy that setting. Holy crap. Let's see here. I want to do buildings only. Take those out. I'm going to make all the regolith fall to the bottom. Just I only have one place to sweep it from. Because you can't make it rise to the top, but you can push it all to the bottom, so. Alright, and then we can do this back. Actually, I can take this out now. Oh, good. They dug that out already. Now we just need to wall it up. Yeah, go ahead and deconstruct all of your floors, please. There we go. And we can put all those back in. And what I'll probably do is just take out like 3 of the storage bins on the bottom here just to sweep up the regolith once we finish up this sweep job, which there's still many, many, many tons of it here. Which is also helping to keep these guys fed, so it's not a bad thing. Alright, we can take out these next. Now it's downtime. And how's this going? Slowly. Well, I didn't give it any priority, so they're sharing it with everything else, which is fine. You know what? Actually, let's go down to the oil biome and see how this is going. We have this access point here. We have this access point here. I think we have our completed network. Now we just need to build any other access tube points in the middle here, and I think, you know, maybe having one here might not be a bad idea to kind of drop off in this area. Let's just go ahead and add a couple more of those. This goes there. Let's see, I need to take this out and this out. And then add in wrong thing. Fix those. This is going to need to be opened up. Otherwise I won't be able to get into that. Okay, and then this comes out. Don't need these anymore. Actually, I can just do it like this because I have it set for building filters. I did it correctly. Let's jump up here. Put these floors back in. Okay, and then that'll go there correctly. Thank you. So that's that one. Almost. Anything we need in here in the middle? Wouldn't be bad to stop off down here either. This is a hallway, so that's kind of a good place for it. Let's take out... Except that this is in the way. Dang you, crazy vacillator. Well, maybe we'll put it down here then, I guess? Yeah, we can put it down here. Take out these buildings. Not that building. Come on. Thank you. And that'll connect up, and I'll put this across just so we have a floor, except that that's not the flooring that I want. There we go. Should I put my decor into these? Let's do it. Let's do our crazy expensive decor. There. Can't do that one because it's a ladder. Can't do there because I didn't leave enough space. Well, we have a gold volcano, so it's not like it's anything but free. Let's get rid of those so I can build one of these. Alright, and we did this one. And that one. We could do one up here too. But I'm not going to at this point. You know what? I never finished digging this junk out either. Okay, they're almost done with that finally. There. Could I allow manual use? That would have let them put the regolith in there when they swept it, at least. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Printables. I think I'll actually take the iron, given that we have 1.8 million calories of barbecue. I think we're fine. Where's the 1.5 cycles? Well, we'll get that one back in this episode at least. But that's what the fertilizer is really just used for. It's just to boost the production of different things we're growing. So it's probably a good thing to do, but not essential. Let me put down some of these deodorizers here. And then just a couple in there. Freshen this up. Actually, put one up here too. It is time. It is time for them to break. These were thermium, yeah. Deconstruct, deconstruct. We'll just rebuild them. And it's nighttime again. Super speed. Hopefully this stuff doesn't overheat. Good. Okay, thank you. Auto sweeper, thermium. I think it was right there. I don't think it horribly matters, but I think it was right there. Let's get those built quickly. It's kind of funny how the solid filters aren't overheating, even though they have hot regolith and stuff passing through them constantly. Okay, good job, machinist. And filtration medium regolith. We'll get that third veil going again. $59 critters. Alright, so they should be able to filter this stuff out reasonably enough. We can go ahead and sweep all that up. And then we need to put in some farming tiles. That is hydroponic farms. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That is pretty much literally the only the limit to the amount of arbor acorns you can, or arbor trees you can grow in this room. Which we'll actually save to get into that until the next episode, but at least we'll get this room built and ready to go. We'll accept this rocket back, launch it again, and then call it an episode for today. I did not put a bottle emptier in here. That might have been not a bad idea. If I do that, like this, means taking out those 3, because I think the bottle emptier needs 3 spaces. Plumbing, bottle emptier. Yeah, it needs 3. I think that'll work. Oh, we used all of our 3, 4, 5 is all we can make of that. Insulation, we definitely need a lot. We can make 80 divided by 5 is 18? 16. Thank you, autosave. Okay. The rocket is here. Sydney can leave. Already has. Let's see. Who do we want to send this time? I'll send Hi-Fi Hedgehog. Still need a little bit more fuel, but that's fine. That only takes a minute. By the time he gets here, we'll be ready to go. And oh, isoresonant fullerene. Good. So I think the next trip we'll switch out the cargo bays. And yeah, because this is, we have one more research trip anyway, but this is the last, yeah, this is the last research trip, and we might as well swap out the cargo bays next. Alternatively, we could switch the rockets and send this rocket to there with a biological bay, and send this rocket further on to one of these other planets. You can't actually visit the Shattered Earth planet, which is kind of funny. But we need to continue on to do some more of this research. So maybe that's a better option, is to send the double research rocket on to these ones, and you can have our sort of more cargo-y rocket coming back to here. How close are we, speaking of research? We're actually very, very close, like to the point where I can probably just take the research bays off and just use cargo rockets now. I'll have to do that next time. Alright, so that's where we're going to leave this for today. So we just did, we finished the transit tube ladder shaft network, at least. And we did some prep, or some cleanup prep type maintenance stuff on the base here. And we also prepped the room for the arbor trees, which is a pretty productive episode. You always got to do maintenance every so often. So, so thank you all for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.